Yo, check it out like this. Here we go, go. Check it, check.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Beatcast Rewind show. I hope everyone can hear me because we did have some technical difficulties. Can someone in the chat just say that you can hear me? That would be great. Scylla, I know you're cooking chicken, so if you can just say hi. Um, okay. Well, that's great. So, for those who don't know, Rewind is a show where we talk about the video portion of your beat submissions and we talk about the latest releases in the community and we just get together and talk about things that we couldn't talk in great detail on the main show. And so, I'll just add everyone here so I'm not freaking out. We have Ashley, we have Jeannie. Jeannie, unmute your mic, please. And then Dalwan is
Hello.
dead to us because he moved houses and didn't plug everything back in correctly. Um, yeah, how dare he? Is everyone? Ashley, can I hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
um, yeah, so let's just fuck Dalwan, I guess.
Was he trying to come on?
He was trying really hard, and I think,
Yeah.
he said he stepped on his dog and the dog was crying, so he had to go fix the dog up, go to the vet,
Oh, okay, so
do
he's
all of
not
that.
coming back.
He's never coming back.
He's never
Oh
coming
no,
back?
it's like
That's
that
it.
father who left and never came back.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get in." Yeah, yeah, you are. Um, well, yeah. So Dalwan was, a part of the show, and now he's not, and that's okay. We move on.
Hey Zilla.
Yeah, we should add Zilla instead of Dalwan. Yeah. So, we do have a couple of things. How is everyone doing besides the stuff that just happened?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I see you guys wearing the T-shirt that I made.
Yes.
Both of you. I have it here. I use it as a towel to wipe my tears. I'm like, the one's not coming
She's using it for her anxiety.
for my anxiety. Yeah, so is everyone okay? Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I wanted, to bring up a couple of things that happened, like a couple of releases that happened in the community. And so first, I think we should talk about the fact that we do have a Patreon and we do have sample packs on it. And the latest two that we have are this one. Every time I see it, I want to say "Boom Shakalaka." It's by Prot, and it's a really cool sample pack. Do we have it? This just looks like something Genie encounters in Australia all the time. You know?
It's the big bugs.
No, it's that. It's like that sticker I made you. You know that moth.
Oh, with that terrible animal that I hate. Yeah, and then the newest one is the Knock Pack by Noctimus Prime, and apparently it's a really good thing. RTC went into like a great detail talking about it, so that YouTube video is up right now, and Ashley probably saw him like sweat and make this
He
video.
did.
He did.
He's like
He.
redoing it multiple times, trying to get it
Hmm.
perfect for you guys.
I tried to see that video and I was like, RTC was so nervous. It's like he's going live. Like he looks like I look right now. I can't believe Delwan is not here yet. Did
You
he
know, it's funny
did
watching
he really
RTC do
just
things because it's like he thinks, well, because he is a pro, but I'm always like, it took you a couple takes. He's like, I was kind of nervous. I'm like, no, you weren't. Just say you couldn't do it.
Yeah, he needs like a cameraman. No, but he did do a good job with the video. I was impressed. Like that was really cool. And we're gonna have this segment where RTC is gonna be breaking down things, I think. Breaking down things. He's gonna be breaking down on camera.
He's gonna cry.
But yeah, we're gonna have this thing. What is he saying? He's really saying he used the drums from Knoxback. That's really cool. That's really good stuff. I know that Dalwon got that sample pack as well, and he was using stuff, but we don't talk about Dalwon anymore. which
Yeah.
is okay.
Cancelled.
Another few releases we have, couple of albums that got released. First, the one that I want to talk a little bit about is Solar Flare released the One Hell of a Time album, which the cover has a Godzilla on it, which is cool.
He's like
And
a little devil.
a little devil, yeah. So yeah, that's new. Check that out. That's people in the community support and like. We have Special Agent March releasing his merchandise, whatever, Volume 1. I can't read because I'm not from here. Show me a difficult alphabet and I'll read that.
I actually listened to that one a little bit.
You did?
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, okay.
It's
Thank
good,
you.
good. Yeah, I recommend. Listen, people.
She's like, put that on your playlist.
Put that on our playlist. I haven't listened to that one yet. I've been busy, but I will take
It's
a look
good.
at it for sure. He sent it to me privately, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna check it out." And I completely, you know, started doing things, and I forgot. I have another one that I want to bring up. It's Delmon. He's dead to us, but we
we'll
should
still
still
we'll still talk
I
about him.
wonder.
we should
I
talk
wonder
about
who
it.
made this cover.
Cover was made by
Miss
Yours
Ellen.
tr-
someone.
It's a cool cover.
Yeah, he did reached out to me and he was like, "Hey, are you done with the cover? Because I promised him I'm gonna work on it." Well, I kind of, implied that I would like to. And then he's like, "Hey, is the cover ready?" And I was like, "When do you need it for?" And he's like, "Tonight." So I was napping. I
he woke up
got
and
up
did it.
in my pajamas. I started drawing stuff, and yeah, and I made this, and the album is really freaking good. Like when we did the live show in Phoenix, he was playing all those beats, and like even then, I was like, "You gotta put this on your, somewhere up."
Mm.
Put it
And
somewhere.
somewhere you just gotta put it somewhere. And yeah, I've been like playing it a lot, even with my girlfriends when we were playing, cards, and we went on this trip. We were listening to it all along. It's like a very chill stuff that you can listen. It's R&B and cool. Yeah, so that is it. So Delmon's not here. He could talk a little bit about it, but he's
He's
not.
trying, I
He
think,
lost
though.
this opportunity to
Did you
promote
guys
his work.
did you guys listen to this or no?
I think I have. RTC will put it on sometimes, and
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't tell me who they are, so I'm just sitting there in the truck, like,
Mm-hmm.
I like this. And he'll be like, oh, it's Delvon. I'm like, oh, and then it'll skip to a new one. I'm like, oh, is this him? And he's like, no. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, Jeannie, I would like recommend this. I think you would like it a lot.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
I'll listen to
yeah,
it.
and then we have another release in the community, and this one is a special one. It's a friend of a show and friend of mine. Oh, look at who
It's
hit!
Delvon.
It's Delvon!
Take a breath. You're fine. Everything's good.
Oh my god! Every computer problem in the world happened all at the exact same time.
At least you did it, though. Everything's good. We were just
That's
talking about
true.
your beautiful album you just did.
We were talking about
Oh,
it. Yeah, and you just interrupted like a very special moment that I was having with
don't I
our.
fuck everything up? Isn't that amazing?
He's like, what's up?
But yeah, what is going on? Oh yeah. But we do have a release in the community, and we really like this person, and he's very cool, and he's very talented and does a lot of cool things. And so this album is called "If Not When." I hope I'm saying that correctly in the correct order. And I thought if not now, when we should have him on the show. So things are moving. I'm gonna add Eloquent on here, and he can maybe talk a little bit about it. Hi, thanks for coming on, despite this whole
You're muted, sir.
bullshit. Oh no, he's not. Is he?
I don't hear him.
I don't
Yeah,
hear him
funny.
either.
Are you muted? Oh, so I'm shitting on Delvon, and Eloquent is not ready.
You are not allowed to shit on him. He didn't do anything wrong. He wasn't the one with the issues.
I'm pretty sure you brought the issues to him. Like he was like working,
Probably.
everything was
Probably.
working, but you fucked it up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is
Not
there
everyone's
anything
as
I
blessed
can
as
do?
me to have RTC just take care of everything, and I just show up.
Did he show you the picture of the
Yes.
man that looked like him? Yeah. We have our own RTC down here, apparently.
He showed me, and I go,
I should give Eloquent some shit. I would be like, hey, I sent you a link like 15 minutes ago. We could have checked your sound.
This is where we shit on the service because I had to get a completely different computer to make it work.
No, I really hope that's
"Yo,
not the
I
issue.
have it up on my phone."
Do you know sign language?
Can you guys hear me now or no?
Oh,
There
yeah.
we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Good.
All right. That was my bad. My bad. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
How dare you? When did I send you the link, huh? It's
Hey,
okay.
I've been sitting in in the little like backstage area for like 20 minutes. I didn't know my mic wasn't working.
I know.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
There you
Okay.
go. Let her know. Don't ever let her talk shit to you like that.
Yeah, man. Not gonna let her gaslight me.
That's right.
I'm like, can you come on the show so I can shit talk about you?
I mean, unacceptable.
Yeah. This is how this relationship is working. So yeah, do you wanna like tell us a little bit about this and then we will ask questions because we have questions.
Oh, yeah. Next week Friday. If not now, when? That's the name of the album that came out. It's mostly instrumental joints. Um, with a feature from the homegirl Soya from Austria, which is really dope. And yeah, kind of my last few releases, with mellow music, mostly stuff with vocalists. Just trying to get back on some beat shit. So yeah, I'm really really looking forward to the drop
Mellow music in Tucson, by the way. Just want to throw that out there.
in Tucson.
Oh, are they? Okay.
It's a beautiful city, beautiful city.
Huh? Can you repeat that again for someone up here, please? Go ahead and say that again.
I don't know how anyone can visit there and hate on it. I'm
It's
just
not
saying.
me. It's RTC.
He in the comments
Whoa.
talking shit. Ah, and then Zilla, come on, yo.
What is wrong with Tucson?
It apparently
Nothing's wrong with
it's
Tucson. It's
fucking
a
horrible, according to
beautiful
them.
area.
It's hot as a motherfucker out there.
Yes, it is. I would argue that Phoenix is worse because all that fucking concrete from your terrible freeway system. Hashtag fuck Phoenix. That place
Wow.
is just. I'm fucking around, but no, the freeway system is ass, and I don't know how anyone could defend it. When it takes you an hour and a half to get 20 minutes away, that's just not fair. It's not okay. The fact that Ashley's looking around thinking about it right now tells me that everything that I said is correct, and I'm not making anything up.
I was just there this week or last weekend, and
I know, and you just got back right now. You
Yeah.
left last week, and you probably went maybe
just got
30
back a
miles
few
away,
hours,
something
like-
like that.
I got back like 20 minutes ago.
Wow.
Damn, so
Shots
bro,
fired.
bro's telling the truth.
How did we get from there to here? Okay, oh, the mellow music. Got it, got it. Yeah, okay, so next Friday. And you have 2 singles that dropped already, right? Is it 2?
Yeah, dropped 2. Well, kind of 2.5 in a way. So yeah, 2 official singles. One of them was title track, which we did about a month ago, and "Fool Me Twice" featuring the homie Joe Bay, which we did a couple weeks ago. And I put up a third single, kind of just on Instagram. I'm trying to learn how to post those like beat making videos. Trying to do my best impression of the count.
Yeah.
And and I was just kind of on some spur of the moment shit. I mean, I might do another one this week before it drops, but yeah, Friday's the day.
Sounds good. I do want to show that video if you don't mind.
Oh, I do mind.
Okay.
Too bad.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Ellen, there's no audio.
Oh no!
There's no audio. I hear it, but it sounds like it's coming from a speaker.
Damn, you done killed me about my audio and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Don't let
5
her
minutes
shit
ago.
on nobody about
What the
nothing. I'm
fuck?
not fucking
How is
listening to.
why
I'm
is
not
everyone
listening
not
about being
talking to
late.
me?
I'm not listening about fucking audio problem. I'm not listening to shit. Your service don't work, and RTC said karma. I ain't fucking listening to nothing.
I thought Eloquent is gonna start singing or something on top of it. That was the plan.
He just
We
starts
practiced.
harmonizing and shit.
We practiced. He was like supposed to pick up, the bass and stuff. But what is going on?
This service don't like you right now.
I don't know.
Haha, you're the black one here. Haha.
We'll just go here for a second.
Dope. This is my favorite shade of gray personally. I like the contrasting gray with the other gray. It's a very nice
I like the white
delineate.
circle. I like the
Please
color.
come. You gotta get closer and talk about it.
Sorry, I like the colors. It's very beautiful.
Everyone, shut the fuck up.
Damn.
Can we see it? Yeah, could you talk a little, because I know we talked a little bit about it in private, about the shift that you're doing, trying to be a little bit more on camera and like this different approach. Can you talk to us a little bit about it? Like how is it? How does it feel?
Um,
Like what was the feedback?
I mean, the feedback's been pretty good, but like this is very like rare waters for me. Um, I'm very introverted, as anyone who knows me knows. Um, so, kind of showcasing my process, not really something that I do very often, but the homies keep telling me that making a good song isn't enough. You gotta be a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying. I've probably done more in the way of content in the last week or week and a half than probably the last like 3 or 4 years. So I'm really trying to like lean into it. Feedback's been pretty good, and hopefully I can kind of get all the socials to grow.
Yeah, no, of course, and like we've been talking about it on this show. Like I'm just trying to push everyone do a little bit more of what you did, and that was kind of a perfect timing, with you dropping an album. And I was like, gotta feature you. Plus, you put that video up. I was like, this is perfect. So like this whole thing about having a rewind show was for me to be like, hey guys, you can just pick up the camera, shoot some stuff around, and like it's more interesting to like watch something while you're listening, because everything is about like grabbing attention. And you have like in that video you like moving from like keys to like bass, and like so it's really cool that you implemented a bunch of different stuff. And I'm pretty sure like you thought it could be a little bit more complicated, but like the little like stuff like that, it doesn't really need to be like high end editing, you know?
Well, like I wanted to save up and get like a proper, like, good camera, like a DLSR or some shit, and kind of do something really like professional looking. But it kind of just got to a point where you can kind of just wait to do it forever, or you can just go ahead and do it. So I figured out how to use CapCut on my phone, and it was really just on some trial and error.
Hmm.
Um, Editing the videos took way longer than I'm, like, happy to admit.
Yeah.
But and even in that video, you just played, some of the audio is like a little out of sync,
Mm.
and it like annoys me when I go back to watch it. So it's all about just trying to get a little better and be a little more creative. Um, just playing pads and bass kind of gets a little boring. So I'm just kind of trying to shoot more,
Mm.
um, just shots of like my studio space and
Exactly, yeah.
and
And
the,
that's
the
the type of
records on the wall and
I,
my action figure.
I feel like
Uh,
that's the kind of stuff like people want to see. I don't know if, like Jeannie maybe and Ashley could say the same thing, but like to me it's more interesting when you kind of get the vibe, of like where you make your music and like all that stuff, like as and also like as gritty as it is, like don't even like when it's all cleaned up, like it's kind of like
It
what
makes
what
it
is the
more
vibe?
like real almost when it has like your little like imperfections, it doesn't have to be perfect. The fact that you sat there and you took the time to like make all those clips and combined it is a lot more than what people can do. So as long as
Mm,
you're getting something out there though, there's a huge difference, it doesn't have to be perfect.
And
exactly.
also getting out of your own head about it, because the shit that you notice that you do, it happens with me all the time. But I think that's like the creative versus the creator side of it. Or you know I, I've talked about it with Ellen before, like someone that just enjoys something versus someone that's making something. Like us, when we're making something, we think that everybody notices every single little imperfection about it, when that's not the case at all. You know what I mean?
That's
oh,
how it is
dude,
with any design work or even when I do my haircuts. I can sit there and pick out every little thing wrong with it, but everyone's like,
Mm,
"Oh, that's so
It's
cool." I'm
amazing.
like,
You're
"Nope."
like, but I could do this right here better.
Right?
And it's like a constant fucking thing. So
Yeah.
that's the other part of it. Now that you're talking about you're making content in a way that you weren't doing before, you're noticing shit that you do wrong when you're making it, because you're in a different realm now. You're doing something new to you. Whereas like the music part, you've been doing that long enough. I'm sure that there's
It's like
shit that you
second
question.
nature.
Yes, it's like second nature. You might question yourself about some of the shit, but in general, you just make the fucking music and it happens. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a little bit different when you're in that space. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, even the album in question, like most of those joints, I've been sitting on for like months, and it was constantly the cycle of make a minor edit. I think like I think the album is finished, is ready to go, and then something else catches my ear, and then I obsess over it for a few more weeks. I kind of just got to the point where it's like, fuck it, I gotta just turn the shit in
Yeah.
and then just live with whatever imperfection or whatever I'll regret,
Right.
after I turn it in. And it's like that for every project I do.
I have a question. Well, I actually have a few. Did the label, do they push you to do the social media shit, or is it more so just like your boys, where they're like, "Yo, you could do this better"? Maybe a
Honestly,
combination of the two.
so this particular album, I'm doing it with Honey Dip's record. So that's run by the homegirl Desh out of the Netherlands. Shout out to her. But there was never a conversation about like, "Yo, L, we gotta get you on TikTok." It
Right.
was nothing like that. It was I kind of just woke up one day and it's like, I can keep
Putting it
tweeting about
off.
my albums coming out in a couple weeks, or I could give someone a visual to sort of sink their teeth into.
No doubt.
Normally, I got I got one of the homies, my man Abra, who does all these fly video edits and so forth. But I kind of I wanted to learn how to do it myself and
No
not
doubt.
be totally reliant on a third person or third party
Yeah,
to sort of deliver content.
for sure. And then I guess my other question to add on to that, did you have a different approach for this album? Did you have like a certain amount of tracks in mind that you were gonna throw in? Or I know that you said it got to a point where you kind of just had to turn it in. But did you have a certain idea or style or direction that you wanted to go with on this project versus the rest of them?
I mean, I would love to tell you there's some crazy, deep, life altering situation that inspired it, but honestly, I moved into a new apartment. I finally got to build out my studio space, as seen in the video, the way that I wanted to.
Right.
And I was just in a zone to create. I didn't even know I was making an album until I was sort of looking back and realizing, like, yo, I got 20, 25 of these joints that I really like sitting on the computer, and let me just grab 10 or 11 of them and use a project together
No doubt.
that kind of flows. And again, I really wanted to get back to like my roots as far as instrumental music, the little extra dirt on the record, um, and really just having fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really cool. Um, and the cover, can you maybe talk a little bit about it? Like who did the art? Because it's really
About to
cool.
ask. Just about to.
Yeah. So normally when I put together a project, I've got a title and a general vision for the cover before I even start working on any of the music. This time it was kind of the other way around. And, I had a bunch of joints I liked. I finally thought of a title that I liked, and really had no idea where I wanted to go with the cover. And, it was kind of just scrolling through Instagram and came across the homie Daniel Lint, who does awesome like collage pieces, and I was just kind of scrolling his IG, really just looking for an idea, if
Mm,
nothing else. Like I think I knew I wanted to go the collage route, and I saw that image, and I and it just kind of spoke to me,
mm,
So I hit him up and about using that particular image, and he was all like, "Oh yeah, man, I can edit it this way, and I can do X, Y, and Z." And I was like, honestly, nah. I
Just
mean,
like that. Just
shit
like
shit
that.
is shit is just perfect, and I'm a very strong believer in, if it didn't break, don't fix it.
Right.
yeah, yeah,
So he just slapped my little logo on the side of it, and we're trying to figure out how to incorporate the actual title of the record onto the cover, and mm, we're we're just like, nah,
yeah.
okay, keep it minimalist. And it kind of ties into the covers for the singles that we did
Yeah,
too.
that's what I wanted to
Yeah.
say. Like it looks really cool. Like it stands out.
Yeah, I mean, it's the plan is for it to be just a digital release, but I would definitely love to maybe one day get that pressed on vinyl or CD or some type of physical
Some
means.
physical.
Because man, I really really love the way it looks.
It's like an art piece. You know what I mean? Like
For
it's like
sure, for
more than
sure.
music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and like I mean, I don't know how it is for this generation, but like I know a lot of producers will grab a record to sample um, on the strength of the cover alone.
Yep.
Like when that shit looks super abstract and
Yep.
wild, you're in for some heat.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely.
you know, I like the idea that somebody who's never heard of me before just looks at the cover and gets curious enough to play a song or two.
Oh
One
yeah, I
hundred
like that
percent,
too.
and especially that thing being in like a record store. Talking about Tucson, having it in like Zia. I know there's one in Phoenix and shit, but having it in like a record store around and seeing it on the shelf, someone will pick it up off top just based on the cover
I know
alone.
I would because of the colors.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because of the
The
colors.
Their
colors.
But
colors.
yeah, man, like, and I know the thing about the music that you make is it will match up. I know the music will be just as enjoyable as that cover will. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is Eloquent still with us? Like
It
in
says
spirit?
offline,
Yeah,
but
I think
uh,
he got
Because
froze.
he got frozen and then I removed him and added him back. But I need to know if he's with us, maybe in spirit.
he in his soul. Maybe he is.
Delvon, are you gonna make videos to all your songs
Oh,
on
Delwan,
your?
can you talk a little bit about your album while Eloquent gets his?
I want to
Fuck what Ashley
know.
had to say.
I know.
Um,
I'm used to it. I'm just kidding.
can I talk about my release? What would you like to know?
I want to know how you came up with the album cover.
Huh? How did I come up with that album cover?
Uh, Delwan.
Question.
Yes, no, go for it. That's you.
Elena, how did you come up with that album cover?
There he is.
He's back.
He's back.
Let's
Okay.
no get this shit out of here. Let's talk to him about his album.
Yeah.
Fucking his shit's more important than mine. Go ahead.
Sorry about that.
Well,
When you
wait.
made your video for your beat, how did you do? Did you think like I wanted it to go with the beat, or did you just start taping random things and putting it together?
Good question.
So, I mean, I guess there's a school of thought for, I guess, the best way to approach, doing some of those videos. But, I went into the actual session files that I have, because like the beat itself, I'd made some time ago, and kind of just hit mute on everything, and then just recorded myself, just replaying it as best as I could, and ditto with the bass. Um, so when I took the final song and was trying to sort of match the shots to make sure that they're in sync. So it didn't always work, but I gave it the old college try. But moving forward, whenever I'm making something from scratch, I'm trying to like record the process, um, sort of as I'm making it, so then it feels a little more. What's the word I'm looking for? It feels more alive, I
Like
guess.
organic feeling is just
Or
kind of just
that's the word.
going. Yeah. I know I tried making I want to make a few videos for RTC's beats, but I get so into my head. I'm like, do I have to like listen to the actual some of them have like, words. So I'm like, do I go with that or do I just make a random video of me just like videotaping random crap and
We
putting
would
it
love to
together?
see you randomly videotaping thing while West Side Gun is yelling at us. That sounds amazing. You have to do it that way. I can't imagine it any other way.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I
Beautiful.
mean, there's no rules to it, I
Mm.
guess.
That's a good
Just
point.
like some folks I see kind of just keep the camera in one place and just play a joint, one shot. You've got other guys who really edit and splice every chord and every pad, and I'm trying to be like the count and find some random like percussion from like Morocco or some shit, that I can showcase and shake around. But I think ultimately it's the song that matters.
Yeah.
If you play something that's dope, the approach to the video is less important, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, you're like you were saying also, since it's new to you, you're getting in the groove of it. You know what I mean? You're understanding like the intricacies of making it. And I know that you had talked about the count videos. Those man, that dude is fucking incredible, especially with like the way he pieces it together.
Mm.
And the dope part is the video matches the music in the sense of the video is creative as fuck, but the beats are insane. They're equal. You know what I'm saying? Some people will do one better than the other. He is on equal footing with that shit. The beats are dope as fuck, and the videos are crazy.
Well, it's the thing because I don't think anyone would give a shit about the Count's videos if the music wasn't, you know.
Yeah,
So that's always the most important thing. And there's some dudes who, like I said, who just keep the camera on one
yeah,
angle, and they're not even really playing anything. They might just hit the one on the 404 and
Mm.
right.
then just let some heat play, and everyone in the comments is going, "Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's amazing.
I
You
think
know,
there are like different approaches. It's either your studio looks super fucking cool, like we have Stolen Drums, right? Like he can just do whatever in the studio, and it's also like it just feels very lo-fi and like very
the
calming,
way
you know?
the way he shoots his videos, I'm very, very jealous of. Like the lighting of it, and that's shit that I eventually want to like get to at some point.
Mm.
Um, the like it looks like a Netflix production,
Yeah,
Hmm.
very high
and
quality.
yeah, yeah, and yeah, and that shit's super, super cool to me.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like different approaches. So it's either you have the whole package where you're like, I'm gonna invest in like camera, studio, and like it's gonna look like aesthetically pleasing, or you can go the other route where you're like, I'm gonna make it creative and it's gonna be dynamic, and every time there's gonna be different stuff, featured in the video, and it's all about like a different approach. I think there's
Well,
no
to
like.
be honest, one of the reasons why I never really tried to do any of like the beat making videos and stuff in years past is because honestly I hated my home studio, and I wanted to showcase as little of it as possible. I mean, I like my studio setup in years past was in my bedroom, and it was like really, really cramped, and I couldn't even keep all of my shit plugged in at the same time because like I literally didn't have enough space or power outlets. um and so like I'm not trying to look like a bum on camera. So once I finally moved out here, I finally have space, um, and it's not like a state of the art studio, but I'm really, really happy with it, and I'm comfortable with it.
Hmm.
And now that one domino's fallen, it's like okay, now I can actually showcase what I do
Hmm.
I
and not
think
feel bad about it.
the best part to add on to that, I think the best part about having something that you're comfortable in is you start making more music. You know what I mean? Because you're comfortable being in that environment and that space. It makes you more creative, and then you start being able to add on to that. So I think, and what RTC said, yeah, put plants in your shit. It doesn't even matter if you're good or not. Put a fucking ciclet or a ciclet. Put a ciclet in the background and just make,
RTC
It
doesn't
yeah,
even
still
have a
has a
plant in
tag on.
yeah.
yours.
Make sure it's got the tag on it. That way, after the video, if you need your money back, you could return it. Just make some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just try, give it a shot.
RTC doesn't even have a plant in his. Yeah.
Well, that's why he's a fucking loser. So it doesn't matter.
Oh, I mean, he does have a little Lego one, but that doesn't count. What
Does
the
a
heck?
Lego plant really
Maybe,
count?
hey,
You want to see
maybe he
it?
said that comment and, for you to like buy him a
I'm
plant or
not gonna get him a
something.
plant.
That's exactly. He was planting a seed. No.
Oh, he has this one.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cute.
that counts, yeah.
Oh wait,
That doesn't count. It looks purchased. He bought that shit on Temu.
Team
Timo.
brought to you by Target.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Oh
that's
shit.
cool.
Okay.
I
I'll allow it.
approve.
I'll allow it.
I
You allow this
approve.
one? It even comes with little coins inside and stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, were any of these songs on this album made or like started in Europe when you were touring or no?
Uh, Not this particular album. To be honest, I didn't really get to make much when I was in Europe. Um, I think I worked on a couple songs on some of the train rides, but I mean, this record was mostly about just again being in a new home and being comfortable and
Mm-hmm.
having space. Like I learned to make beats just off of a laptop. It was many years before I got a 404 or a MIDI controller or even a sound card. Like I was like 15 years before I got a Focusrite. But now that I've got all the stuff and it's improved my workflow, um, so unless I absolutely have to, I didn't really feel like. And mind you, the schedule was pretty crazy in Europe, so there wasn't a lot of off time to sit there and really cook.
Mm,
It was, I think we might have had 3 or 4 days off the whole tour.
okay.
How is it
Speaking,
touring like that? I feel like that would
speaking.
be crazy.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
Jeannie has a question.
Sorry, Jeannie.
I can't get in to ask my question, but speaking about you, everyone's just
Sorry.
just speaking about Europe and touring. Did you had any like favorite countries, crazy stories, or like culture shocks?
Oh, favorite. Ooh, that's a tough one. My favorite show was probably Bologna, Italy.
Okay.
Probably because I had no real expectations for it, and that crowd got really, really live.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so sometimes you play in like the bigger cities like London or Paris or whatever, and you always look forward to it because they're big iconic places, but it's the smaller cities that you don't expect where sometimes they really really show out. So yeah, I'll say Bologna and Amsterdam was pretty fire.
Mm. Any
As far
plans
as
going?
crazy stories, um, apart from Air Canada losing my luggage,
I saw you post about that. That's
oh
funny.
my god,
Man.
that the stress that they
Talk about
put me under,
anxiety.
because it's like I report that my bag is missing, and they're like, "Oh no, it never arrived." Yada yada yada. Just give us your address, and we'll have it delivered. And I'm like, "Well, I'm I'm on tour, so
Fucking, I need my
I'm in
shit.
a new city every other
Every
day.
day.
Like, can you guarantee it's going to be in London
Hmm.
uh, by Thursday? Because after Thursday, I'm on my way to Amsterdam or wherever we're going to next.
Hmm.
And they just couldn't like commit to giving me an answer. And the way they do it is they only compensate you if you're out of your baggage for um, I think like a week or something like that. So they're like, okay, well, you can go buy toothpaste, and we'll reimburse you for that. But
Did you have any gear in the luggage or no?
I think he went
He just
away, gang.
No.
froze.
It for
I think it went
Okay.
For
away,
an
gang.
intense part of the story to
oh.
just.
We'll just wait for him to get back
I
to us. He was
remember one
smiling.
time.
He
You
was
were
smiling so
yeah, I
much.
remember.
That's whoever played that sound is an asshole.
That would be all probably.
I
I'm not
lost my
doing it.
luggage
I'm
one
not an asshole.
time.
That's my biggest fear is like if my shit gets lost. And
I didn't have anxiety about it until the one time it happened, and then now I'm like, do I just do carry on so it's always with me, or do I just
Yeah,
have a
that's what I do.
carry
do
on that has
carry
like
on.
my.
That way, if they lose something else of yours, whatever it is, you can attack them with it. You know what I'm saying? You just hook them in the face with it and shit. It's right over the head.
RTC hates traveling with me. Like, or first time he went to go travel, I was like, you need to stop stressing. It's fine.
Hmm.
What happens? I get like pulled to the side to check my bags. I have a small pocket knife in my purse, and he's
Oh
like,
my
"Why would you do?" I was like, "I
Yeah,
totally forgot I had
they're
it
like
in
you're
there."
fucking acting like you're a terrorist and shit.
We
That
get
would
there
give me
two
so
hours
much
early.
anxiety.
Me too.
I like always I know I don't have anything bad in my luggage, but I always think I do when I go through the security. I'm always like stressing and sweating like I would have like drugs or something, but I
Yeah,
don't.
part.
But
Our
you don't. I'm glad that you clarified that. By the way, you look like a Titanfall pilot. I don't know what it is. It's like with the headset and the shit. You look like the pilot from Titanfall. I just want to throw that out there. Sorry, you can continue on.
Ruben makes
Oh
us get to
god.
the airport like 2 hours before our flight leaves.
Typical dad.
Hmm.
Typical fucking dad.
Which is fine because then he usually will take me to a bar at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and we'll have something, and then I get to people watch for a while.
Well, you're keeping him on his toes.
That's my job.
Just to
Poor
stress
guy.
him out. He's about to get tackled because of you and shit.
Oh my god! Literally, the guy was like, "Do you have anything in your bag?" I go, "I don't think I do," and he's like looking through it, and then he just takes it and
What about
goes,
this?
"What's this?" And I go, "You can throw that away. I don't need it." And Ruben,
Yeah. So what happened? Like, how did they treat you about it?
they just checked my purse, and they were like, "What is
She's like,
this?"
yeah, I had pepper spray in there. There was a little bit of dynamite. It's not that big
It's
of a
not
deal.
that
I
big of a
forgot.
deal, God. But
It's like
they
those cartoons. She keeps pulling out
Yeah,
videos of
they get an
herself.
anvil. She's got a fucking like a silencer for a pistol in
Okay.
that bitch.
You know
Just
what? When
oh no, I thought she was next.
No.
I thought she was next. I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. The internet
We're
gods are just
losing
fucking
one by
everybody.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Is
can't hear, you know.
no, I think she's fucking with us. Are you fucking with us?
No, she's not.
No,
She's
It's
she's
silent.
not.
It's
gone.
silent. We can't hear you.
What is going on with everyone?
Feel like it's the
RTC, can we have RTC in the room, please? RTC, I
I feel
repeat, like at the
What
grocery
is
store.
happening today?
RTC to please report, please report to the studio.
Aisle 3.
Aisle
Get
3,
to aisle
RTC.
3.
RTC comes with like a mop.
no.
It's like, did she puke again?
He just puts it on the keyboard and starts going back and forth. He's just knocking shit over.
Oh
Yo, this
god.
fucking episode
They're
We should,
this is
cursed. I don't know what's
chaos.
happening.
we
Yeah.
should just like look. Ashley saying, "I don't know. I didn't do anything. I just was smiling. I'm smiling. I don't know. I didn't
It's
do
like
anything."
someone
It's
hates us.
probably her fucking her EMP blast. Like that's another thing that
The
she had
one,
in her purse
the
that
one
day.
do RTC's voice right now. I don't know. I didn't. I
I'm
didn't.
trying. I
Listen,
I
I didn't
think you
do
might have pressed
anything.
the button wrong or something. I'm not
Listen,
exactly sure, but
listen, I don't know. I just
yeah,
didn't
I think
press
maybe you
anything.
bumped the cable over there.
I'm just a
uh,
hairdresser, you know? I don't know. I
yeah,
have, you know, like if you don't fix this, we're not getting married, man.
yeah. I don't really know. I'm not really sure. It's time to pack your bags, Ashley.
Well, I don't know if we lost Elephant for good. Ashley, we lost for good probably.
Who's next?
I want to
Who's
play one of the
next?
beats from last week so we, fill up the
Yeah, do
space.
it to fill some space. Why is it so
I mean,
quiet? This
why we're all quiet?
I don't know.
What?
What's going on with the Is Ashley back?
Nope.
Oh no.
RTC said it swapped audio interfaces on the input.
Damn.
Yeah, he said that it just switched over.
I don't know, man. I don't like the technology, you know?
I
Like
don't know what's going on
I'm
either.
working. I know I'm working.
Speaking about the video.
Yeah, so I thought maybe if we looked at some cows and horses, it will calm the shit down.
um,
This is what happens, when I'm like, hey guys, just pick up a camera and shoot something, and they're like,
I
okay.
appreciate that video. It's cool, like just it's just such a
Now
simple
try.
thing, but oh,
You're back.
Oh
Am I
shit.
back?
There we go.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Please talk about the video so I can text Eloquent.
I loved the
did you like the
animals.
cow?
I like the cow. Not yeah.
He's restarting his computer.
The cow was
Oh,
Do
nice.
you like the brown cow more than the brown
or,
horse,
or
or
I like the
look,
chocolate milk.
I actually like cows. I have two cows that always come to visit me
Oh,
here near
you're
where I
lucky.
live, and they're really cute. So
I
I did
used to have
enjoy the
this
cow video.
I used to go walking out in Santan Valley where I used to live. There used to be this donkey. He used to come up to me all the time. I named him what was his name? I forgot. But he'd always like chase me. It was the coolest thing ever. It was
that
really
was a video from
Don't.
Differenti.
What?
Ginny,
Why are you laughing?
don't you laugh at me?
don't you
No, Dalmon's laughing. What's going on? Which
He's
one are
I'm
laughing
you
at
just
the
having
fact
a great time right now. This is amazing. Like it has fucking nothing to do with the video at all. Everyone's like,
you guys
I
brought up
met this
animals.
pony. His name was Franklin. He
It
was
wasn't a
so
pony.
pretty. Like it has fucking nothing to do with what's going
It
on
wasn't a
at all.
pony, Delvon. Okay.
Alan really
Anyway.
wants to see the little cows again.
This is
Let's
why I'm saying just play the video. Go for it.
let's go again. Let's go again. But the scream of the cows. So that
Okay,
was the
so
video in case you guys missed it. Did everyone see it? Or should we wait for Eloquent so we can play it again?
Third time.
Matter of fact, play it again, and then when he comes back, play it again, and then we'll play it one more time before we
Oh,
close the.
and it would be like, that's it, guys, for
And
today.
then instead of the credits at the end, play
play
it
We
that.
one
play it
more
again.
time, just to make sure that no one
Just to make
loses
sure
it.
Alan saw it. You
Yes,
know?
Wait,
He's
just we
like,
need to
Alan?
play
make
the,
sure.
play the cow video again. I'm like,
Matter of
oh,
fact, make it the
okay.
new intro for the regular show too. Just fuck it. We'll make sure that it is played across the universe.
I didn't even know why we did that, but we did it.
And then hire an airplane to fly past with a banner on the back where it also plays the video because that's new technology that we need to invent.
We gotta make sure. Should we ask Eloquent if he would like to see the
Oh,
cow video again?
I'm gonna ask you, Eloquent, would you like to see a cow video?
The wrap
Yes.
up video, just play it 40
wait,
times.
wait,
I'm gonna
Yes, I
put it.
would.
Yeah,
Eloquent's gonna be like, this
let's
is
do it.
great.
Let's
Run
do
it
it.
back,
We're
goddamn
going. We're
it.
going again.
Wait, wait. What are your thoughts about the cows?
Well, that's all the time we had today. It was really nice seeing you guys, and like I'm pretty sure we all got to see a little bit of the cow video. In case you missed it, I'm gonna
but
put it. I'm gonna put the link to the cow video. So
I mean, is there like a significance or like an inside
You,
story that
hey
I don't
man,
know
that
about?
shit is like a J. Cole album, like a Kendrick album. It's too deep for you to understand. We ain't even gonna start. You, whoever gets it, and who don't. It's as simple as
If
that.
you
you know,
know,
Yeah, if you know, you know.
it's dude. It's made by the same people who made Kendrick Lamar's "All Right" video.
Yeah,
That big
yeah, you
production.
got it. Yeah, and if you go to 34.6 seconds, there's this significant frame at the top right. Bro, you just won't understand, bro.
Oh
Real
my
hip
god.
hop, bro.
bro, like the
Very.
think piece
Yeah.
analysis for
On the Deprente video.
like the entire like Drake Kendrick kind of just has me over like online discourse in
That's
general.
fair. I do have a question about that. Since you are there, what is your stance on it? You don't even have to get like, you don't even have to go crazy in depth about it. Like, what is your stance on that shit though?
Um, I mean, it was entertaining. It's been a while since like really high profile artists went at it.
Yeah.
Uh, Kendrick won. Um,
Oh shit.
not, I mean, I don't think that's really controversial.
I don't think it is either. I just think that you are where you are, and someone's gonna be like, "Oh, he didn't." They're gonna say, "I'm trying to think of an accent or a fucking saying that y'all have out there." They're just gonna be upset at you, and you're not gonna get a show again out there because all of the fucking Canada goons are gonna be after you. You have to live there. I'm talking shit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop.
But I mean, it's.
You're not allowed here, eh?
You got it. You got. I
But
was
I mean,
waiting
And
for
then they're
it.
gonna do drive-bys where they throw maple
but
syrup at
see,
you just
I
out the
don't.
window.
Poutine.
But I don't feel like it's this thing in Toronto where like people were trying to suggest that, oh shit, Kendrick's on tour. He better not have a stop in Toronto. His safety might be in question. Like, no, like it's not that serious.
Yeah, the only thing
Uh,
that I ever heard was I think Ab Soul was it was either him or Schoolboy had a show out there,
hmm?
and the promoter had canceled it because of everything that was going on. That's the only thing. But I
Yeah,
never
I
heard of
heard.
any actual violence coming out of it. I think that like I'm not saying that that part of rap is over where like violence is going to be a thing cuz I mean motherfuckers get shot every day, you know what I'm saying? And it's not a good thing. Like it's nothing to celebrate, but it does happen within certain communities. Um but I think I'm talking about like on some high profile like Biggie Tupac shit. I don't see that happening anymore.
Yeah,
They're
No,
too
no.
let's just
smart
be
for
like
that. They make way too
MGK
much
and
money.
just go the other total
Just
different
switch
route.
genres, get bitched out, and then leave the genre. Yeah,
And
that
turn
sounds
into
about right.
Well, like again, like I think Kendrick won the rap battle, but
Yeah.
like Drake is going to be fine.
I think he's going
You
to be
know,
fine as well, but I think that the number one person has been replaced. I think that ever since the whole thing happened, the perception of him is completely different now. Like
I
he's
agree. The
go ahead.
perception for for some fans has changed, but this is also 2025. This is the peak of stan culture.
Yeah,
You know, so his you know like Mal and uh, the rest of Drake's stands can't be told anything. Kendrick's fans can't be
correct.
told anything. So I don't think you know I I don't think Drake is on the verge of falling off because he lost a battle.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
think he's fallen off either. I saw people saying he can never make a comeback. I don't think that's going to happen. I definitely think that he got swapped out for somebody else where he was just making even if you weren't a fan of Drake, which I've never been a fan of his, but like that guy made undeniable music. I don't think he's making undeniable music anymore.
well, I think that okay, like I haven't personally been a fan of the two or three or four songs that he's put out since the
Hmm.
beef ended. But I've always been of the opinion that when he wants to, he can put together a really good song. You give him an overcast beat, give him a Conductor Williams
Was
beat,
just about to say.
good things happen.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. I think that it depends on the producer he's with, obviously. And again, I think that if you, even if you go back to something like Started from the Bottom, that is, I don't care if you like him or not, that is an undeniable song. That shit was played everywhere. It was
Mhm.
massive. Like the beat is dope. It's just undeniable. I don't think he makes undeniable music anymore. I think that he makes music for trends. Like that Nokia song, that
Yep.
shit is specifically made for TikTok. You know, like that type of fast content, that
Mhm.
type of shit. I don't think that it was made for the purposes of being a dope song that was just supposed to fucking be a smash hit. I don't think it is.
Do you think more
Yeah,
artists are doing that though? They're just making like the songs that are just catching on the
Yeah,
hundred
TikTok.
Oh yeah.
percent.
because
Oh,
there's
Like
no
all.
100%.
it you can it's like it's like back in the day when people used to clown on like in the early to mid 2000s with like what they would call ringtone rap. It's not really
Mhm.
any different. And then after that, you had like snap music, where a lot of that shit was the same thing regurgitated in a different way. It wasn't varied. And I think that now the new shit to do is like the TikTok music, where you make something that's super fucking trendy on the front end, and then the rest of it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like, have you noticed that a lot of these bigger artists are putting out like 28 song albums?
Hmm.
Yeah, like that shit's not
Talked about
like
it
by
before
coincidence.
with the Chris
They're
Brown thing. The more songs that
the
they put on
more
an
on.
album, the more the chance of that album
Yep.
having to it has more tracks to stream, so
Yeah,
automatically it's going to
they were
do better.
thinking Spotify streams
Yep.
and the
Mm-hmm.
higher probability of playlisting and going
Yep.
viral. And it's not an artistic choice. It's a math equation.
Correct.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's the same reason that I'm sure he knows the it's why you would see albums where they would release it and then they would release a
The
deluxe and then they
deluxe.
would release a super deluxe and then they would release a different and then all of these different versions count as towards that album. It's fucking crazy. It's technically 5 different albums, but technically speaking, it goes under the same one. So it doesn't matter. It's just more chances for that shit to stream and do big.
Yep,
That's it.
100%.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So yeah, the cows and the horses. I just
Let's
And
focus
the
on the
brown
important
one.
things.
can we go back to what's important? No, but well, Eloquent. I don't know if you know the kind of the premises of the show is to like showcase videos that were made for the Beatcast. So like whenever someone has, well, I'm trying to push people to do more video stuff. So and we're showcasing whoever like actually got their phones out and shot something like together with their video. So it's like all about that. So
Yeah,
when
love
I
that.
yeah. Yeah, I'll play another one if you guys do you want to hang out with us or you need to go?
I'll hang up.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you don't want to play it again?
I muted some of you guys. I think I muted Ashley.
You did.
Yeah. I couldn't stand you like breathing into the microphone.
Your fucking breath was so hot, I could smell it through the mic. I don't want to deal with
have
it.
a huge
Damn.
problem with
breathing.
that.
Tell us how you really feel.
I guess
You
it's
need a
just-
mint. You need a mint.
my
Change your
brother
name
used
to
tell
Ash
me that-
Mint.
No, my brother used to tell me that, so I would hold my breath all the time and like get really dizzy.
This
Sorry,
team that I curated here, they all know that I'm joking all the time.
It hurt
So
my feelings. I'm scared.
I don't know that at all.
I know. It sounds horrible. from
no
my
one
different
knows.
perspective.
No one knows. They
After
only
this show, we'll have to have a conversation with Elena.
I get
and
hate mail
bullying.
from Ashley's family.
My
lot of
family
times.
hates me right now. So.
Yeah, but what do you guys think about the video? I
It just
thought
goes to show though that you can really just videotape anything and make it into a video. Like
Yeah.
people need to stop overthinking it and just start. Like
I
with
like that soundtrack, and then that he incorporated.
like an overlay.
Yeah,
they do?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
I've always been a fan. Matter of fact, me and RTC were recently talking about that. Anytime I see someone's DAW overlaid over whatever they're making, I love that shit. It's like the tracklit videos. I never get tired of it, ever.
Facts.
Ellen, what
All right, go ahead, everyone else, if you'd like to add on. you
I
have
love
the
how
space.
I love how Jeannie didn't have anything to say, but she goes, Ellen, do you
It's
have
because
anything?
she's transmitting the Titanfall signal right now, so she's got a lot to focus on. She's got to beam down fucking mechs into the map, so that's what the
Preparing for
headset on.
landing.
No, it sounds just like it. Oh my god.
But I did have to say, I said about
Did you
the
say
door
something?
thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That was you.
How dare you?
I'm doing so great. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, but I really like this stuff. I love that, I don't want to like say it for shizzles for real, but I think a lot of people started making videos when we started doing the rewind stuff. Like I've seen producers like putting up more, you know,
I
things
make
that they
RTC do them now.
exactly. So that's the next video that we're going to go
It's like,
with.
put
She's
effort
just
into
in
your
the
stuff.
studio with a cattle prod, just shocking the shit out of his fucking kidney, just
I
letting him
do.
know, like, zzz, zzz.
Punch him.
Hmm hmm
I think the best part is the beginning effect, like the one that was played throughout. That really wasn't. It wasn't an effect. It was fucking Ashley's taser from getting him to make the video and shit. It was just fucking with the electrical current of the signal. That's all it was.
I
Like,
love that one shot of RTC where he like looks at the
That's
computer
what I'm saying. That was her being like, "You fucking need to do this," and
and
he's just like,
he like softly opens his mouth and he goes like kind of into the surprise mode that he's like, I fucking love this effect. He goes like,
I don't know. I thought that was more like a smizing moment, you know?
he was smiling. He definitely watches America's Next Top Model. Absolutely, 100%.
dude, that was his first and last video he made after this.
Yeah, he's done. We done gave him all
Retirement.
types of a fucking
you
complex.
give him PTSD. Now he's
Yeah.
like, I'm
No,
done.
it was good. It was good.
I put so much work into like, making people make videos and then we say so many wrong things that they're like, fuck, well I tried.
That's hilarious. Try to get people to come out of their shell and shit, and then we're just like, no, your shell is ugly. You need to fix it. Start talking shit.
But like what I wanted to say is that like RTC has been like doing those videos where he's using like old school movie tapes. I don't know what it is. Like it's like horror movie scenes. You guys could correct me, but I feel like putting something like that from time to time it's really cool just to see what and like it's a little bit more personal, I would say.
I'm surprised that he isn't more comfortable. Like, I guess he is comfortable, but he doesn't like make more videos of himself doing things. He's so good at doing all of this, and then there's someone like me who overthinks everything, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this, I can't do this, and then he's the one that's like, well, you can totally do it, you're so good at it. No,
It's not an easy thing to get out of. Like,
Oh,
if
he's
you,
lazy
if it's,
apparently.
if, I think it's more than that. It's not an easy thing to like put yourself out there like that if that's not your thing. Some people fucking record themselves constantly and have no issues with it. Some people will take a single picture a year or some shit like that. Everybody's different, and if you're not of that, it's not the easiest thing to get into it. But I also it's respective, like it giving them respect to do it. Like Eloquent was talking about, getting out of your comfort zone and trying to get better at it yourself rather than hiring someone. The same way that RTC is doing it himself now rather than, being forced into it. It's a good thing. It's a new thing to push yourself to do. I also think that it's unfortunately, like we've talked about with the social media shit, it's a necessary evil. If you ignore it, you're fucking yourself over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to do it even if you don't want to.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
a
for sure.
big thing too, like I'm not good in front of the camera, and something I've been trying to do is, as weird as it is, I'll just put my phone up and like record myself doing things, so then that way I get more comfortable around the camera,
Or even if you record the whole like a 20-minute video on your phone and then you chop it in a way to like make it look cool. You don't need to do like I'm gonna set it up, do this one action, stop it.
Yeah.
You just do the whole thing, then chop it up, and whatever
I
works
mean,
with it.
shit. Half the reason I even became a producer um, was so I could be like involved in music behind the scenes.
Right.
Like motherfuckers didn't tell me 20 years ago that like nah fam, like we need to see your face, we need to hear your voice.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like I kind of wish I could have like MF Doom the shit
Yeah.
and just had a
Yeah,
But
like
mask or some shit.
I think the time period was different as well. Whereas back then,
You didn't have all the TikToks and all that
you
stuff.
well shit. On top of that, just to get a recording of whatever you were doing with decent audio, it oh shit, there he goes.
Took a lot.
You had to have a decent setup, or you had to at least have some money into it. Whereas now your fucking phone does literally
Everything.
everything.
yeah.
You know, you now have an avenue of being able to just like your fucking phone has a camera, for example. You know, most of the video editing apps are free. If you want to start doing advanced shit, you pay a little bit,
Yeah.
but it doesn't cost much. And you now have a way of being able to do that. So it's not the same way that it was during that time period. Like it was special just to see somebody make beats during
Yep.
that time period. You know what I mean? If you saw a beat making video, that was some impressive shit. And especially if you saw someone that you were a fan of making a beat, that was fucking mind blowing during that time period. Like some of my favorite videos that I could just off the top of my head go, like Black Milk had a video where he was showing his beat making process. Kev Brown had a beat making video. Well, he had a
20
couple.
still.
Yes, yeah, Exile. Like all of these dudes had these beat making videos where doing it, and I've brought him up before. Jaisu, that was another guy. Like that shit was so impressive to see during that time period because during that time period there was barely anyone on YouTube doing that type of shit. And then, you know, a few years later, people saw those videos and inspired them to show their process and then that happened. Fucking Rhythm Roulette was another thing that got other people to start making Rhythm Roulette style videos. So they saw that and then they started doing their own. So it's cool now that fucking anyone and everyone can make it. But like you were saying during that time, if you would have been way ahead of the curve by doing that shit, but then you didn't even have to. You could just make fucking beats, and people were just mind blowing to even see a process. You know what I mean?
And I think there was this era of like people making, like we're saying, like you just have to have a plant in your video. Everyone was doing the type of,
Yep.
lo-fi where it's all the same setup. It's just hands playing, or like a silhouette
Hmm.
of a person playing. So that was a big one. And yeah, and it moved to this whole thing where you have to do like a tiny performance. So that's what
Yeah.
happens. Like
And
if you're a fan of someone, you want to see them
right.
play.
Well, and then, you know, also with that time period, a lot of people had to have equipment to do it. Like, you didn't really see somebody like screen recording FL or some shit like that during that time. You started seeing that later, but it wasn't really something during that time period because I know Ninth has talked about it before. He was saying that him making music on the computer was unacceptable during that time. So he didn't really showcase what he was doing. We knew what he was doing, we knew what he was using, but he didn't really show it. So then later on, you start seeing people that are doing that. And then, you know, you get the tutorial videos, and then more people start making shit because now they understand the software. And there's no stigma against using software now. Whereas during that time, it was like, oh, you don't have an NPC? I don't want to fucking listen to anything that you have. So times change, you know what I mean? And you got to embrace that shit. So,
Yeah, for sure.
Man,
Well,
I remember back in like 2004 or something like that on MySpace. I remember getting into like a heated argument with one of Lupe Fiasco's producers over the whole NPC versus like a software thing.
yeah.
Um, and it's ironic because I'm 90% sure that guy uses Ableton now, but like you said, it was definitely a stigma in the
There was a
early
stigma against
2000s.
that shit. And the funny thing about it is those same like I've talked about it before where everything is relative. First off, RTC, that's fucking hilarious. The second comment you made. Um, but it's all relative. If you gatekeep a certain aspect, right? I've done it with myself before where there was a time period where I was like, man, I gotta only sample records. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta get it straight from straight from vinyl. And I remember, I believe it was Arab Music was saying that he didn't sample records at all. He only sampled CDs. And I remember there was a time period kind of like writing him off, like, man, that's kind of fucking corny. But now all of us fucking we pull shit off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll pull shit off of a sample pack, like or someone will send us something, or we'll use something that's been downloaded or whatever. It doesn't fucking matter how you do it. Just make the music, and that's the most important thing. So we've talked about it on here where people would get discounted for using, oh, like you don't have the newest MPC, or you're not using this $7,000, whatever.
Hmm.
It doesn't have to be that anymore. People make fucking heat on their phone in Koala. People have used beat making apps to do the dopest shit ever on their phones. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Bandana was produced on an iPad. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? You don't
Hmm.
need crazy expensive equipment anymore.
Bro,
So just
I'm
make
not,
the music, make dope shit. It doesn't matter what you make it on.
bro. I'm not sure if you were on Twitter the day that Madlib made that iPad revelation. Motherfuckers lost their
Blowing
minds.
their mind. Like I remember
They
that
could
whole
not
day,
fathom.
they couldn't grasp it, and it was like this dude made an entire album with Freddie Gibbs on an iPad, and that was again during that time period. That was just not expected. There was a lot of people that were upset, and they were like, "Bro, you didn't use the SP1200 to do it," and it's like, dog, not everything has to be that. That's my favorite beat machine of all time. Not everything has to be that. The same way that there are different genres of rap. You have shit that can be danced to. You have shit that you could vibe out to. You could have shit that's just talking about shooting. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's like you can't fucking just be up RTC. I cannot remember what he used for it, but I know that he made the entire thing on the iPad and he did it in one app, and that's just how he made it. But you can't like all of this gatekeeping shit. Anyone can fucking talk shit. There's a dude that I'm a very big fan of. I'm not gonna name him, but he was talking about I don't use sample packs, and it's like, well, sir, no offense, but there are other producers doing bigger shit than you. Some of their shit's better than yours. I like your shit, but some of their shit's better. So if you're gonna put this fucking gatekeeping wall on yourself, that's fine. Do what you want, but also understand that you're holding yourself back because you don't want to embrace something new. You
Hmm.
sound
Bro,
like a
it's like,
stubborn old man. That's how it comes across.
bro, it's like the big bro DiBiase is out here making shit on
On
like
a PSP,
PSPs
on a
and like
fucking anything that can sample. This dude
Yep.
has made dope shit on. He's not just
dog.
making bullshit. He makes dope shit on fucking every. That man was using Beaterator. I saw him fucking making shit on a Switch. It's like you can use anything to make anything dope. So if you go, I'm not using anything before this
Hmm.
year, okay, cool. Or I'm not using anything after a certain year. Okay, fine. But you are putting that limitation on yourself. Another dope ass producer that I saw was making fun of Rockwilder because he was saying, "Oh, you made that joint for." He was saying, "You made those joints for Christina Aguilera," and Rockwilder was like, "I got Grammys off of that shit. What are you talking about?" And Rockwilder has made amazing shit. Eric Sermon has made amazing shit. You can't be dissing people for what they do and being upset about it because you
You
have
didn't think
put
of
this.
it though.
Yeah, well,
Hmm.
and it's not even necessarily you thinking of it. It's you're saying like if it's not on this specific machine, it's automatically not good.
Yeah.
That is
Honestly,
ignorant.
like software and the gear that people have, like I don't give a shit about it anymore. Like like we brought up like DB and some of the other homies and it's a plethora of dudes who be making shit on like what that M8 headless shit, like
Mm-hmm.
with a Game Boy and some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like it looks cool, but if the joints are trash, I don't give a shit that you made it on
Yeah.
Exactly.
a Game Boy.
Exactly.
It's like I know folks in state of the art professional studios who make ass. You know,
We
like
man, we had a conversation about that not long ago. I know a dude. again, not saying a name. I know a dude he
Name
went to.
names.
I'm not calling
Call
him
them
out because he's
out.
cool and I respect what he does. He's not just a studio engineer, but he's a producer. But his main focus is studio engineer. So he does all type of shit on a very big level. He's never made anything memorable, in my opinion. But this is the same dude that will bring up some shit that I made on FL anytime I've seen him. Some shit that I've made back in 2008. And it's like I have no fucking anything. I've never gone to school for music. I've never done any of that shit. But he will randomly still bring shit up that I did almost 2 decades ago. You don't have to think about the shit hard. It goes back to the point with the videos. Do not overthink.
But
Just
that's
create.
exactly, yeah,
You will
that's the
get
same
better.
with photography too, right? Like there's a people who have crazy gear and their pictures look as average as like someone
Yeah.
who
Mm-hmm.
uses,
It's like
phones.
me with doing hair. You know what I mean? Like I have my basic stuff, and then there's some barbers that have like 30 freaking clippers. And I'm like, why? Like
Yeah,
to
we do
me,
the same.
you have to have like your basic knowledge of things. And if
Correct.
you
Or
started out
talent.
with like,
Talent. Yeah.
yeah, so if you started out with like, not so good things, it's made you a better like artist and learning and knowing the ins and out of all of it. If you start with the top of the line stuff, you think things are just going to come easy to you. It's, oh, I can just do this, this, and this. Or with barbering, it's like, oh, I have all these things, I can just quickly use them. But if you're limited, it makes you think outside the box. It
Correct.
makes
And
you
yeah.
come up with stuff. Yeah.
Also, you have some people that have a price threshold where they go, if I spend 10K on, this, and this, it automatically makes me good. And it's like, motherfucker, you spent
No,
ten
it
thousand
doesn't.
dollars to not understand anything that you touched.
Yeah.
So, not
You
it
gotta have
full
respect for it. Pretty much.
correct. To
Yeah.
bring it back full circle, do not overthink anything. Keep creating, keep doing your thing. Stop gatekeeping, and just do your thing. Keep pushing forward. You will
Do
start
what
to
you gotta
understand it and
do.
be better.
Mhm.
I have two things. First off, the zoom in on them, it was fucking hilarious. It looked extra creepy. Number two, I promise I'm not trying to make this about me. Bree, since you're in fucking Chicagoland, go find my record. That shit was supposed to be delivered to my spot like 3 days ago or some shit, and it says that it is stuck in Chicago. Since you can fly, since we saw it in the video, motherfucker, go fly and find my record. I need you to find it. I don't know where it is. It's been stuck over there for fucking days. It just says accepted in import. It is in Chicago and it has not moved. Find my record, please. I'm done. Go ahead.
He can fly for sure.
He can't fly.
I love
Or
watching his videos though. They're so cool.
I know he does some crazy stuff. I remember when this came on the show and we like died laughing because of that last shot of those two ladies dancing in the video.
Hardcore curve zoom in and shit. That's like someone that lives at
So
a public pool and they're like, the ladies are in there with the It's like, dude, stop. Like, it looks like he shot that shit out the small window of the van. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like, he's
like-
just zooming in.
He's like in between like someone's shoulders, like just
Yeah,
shooting
exactly. Like
that
under the
crazy.
armpit, just
Yeah.
extra creepy.
Or it's like me when I try to take pictures of
pretending
people.
he's texting, but
Yeah. This camera's got 40 times zoom. Like, yo, why are you sounding like that?
oh my god.
He's good at those though.
He's very good
I
at,
talk shit, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
dope. It's dope.
and that's a good example. Just go do creepy stuff. Like we talked
go
about
do
it
We
before.
love, but we love creepy stuff. We do.
We love the creepy. The creepier it is, the better.
Yeah.
This shit, I'm looking at it right now just to make sure that I'm not bitching about something that I shouldn't be. It just says processed through USPS facility. It's just in Chicago, and it says inbound out of customs. That's all it says. It has no other information. Bree, please,
Go
I
get
saw
it.
you were
Fly
out at
there.
nighttime being creepy with your camera. Go creep into the facility and find my record, please. I would appreciate it. That's all I got.
That's
And
all you got.
at the same time, he'll have more, stuff for his
Content to
next video.
shoot.
Content,
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
That is true. Yeah. I'll play the last video.
That's really cool.
I'm doing my
Good
best.
job.
Very cool.
Also,
I'm
it
like,
looked like the
Like
weather was
doing-
amazing there. I just want to throw that out. It looked
It
like
was
the
a
weather
really
was
nice day. It
amazing
was a
there.
really
Like it
nice
just
day.
feels great.
Man, that shit looked like a commercial
Yeah, like a
I-
fucking
did, yeah.
like. But one of the and I
for like
I brought it up.
Pilates or some shit.
Yes, 100%. Definitely, like they found out that the side effects include fucking abdominal pain, fucking dysentery, all type of shit. That's
cause.
100%. That's what was happening right there.
That's the first shot where he's feeding that blue liquid.
That was
whatever
the
that
medicine.
Yeah.
That
That's
was
the
the
medicine.
medicine.
It all ties up. Yeah, no, I wanted to use this video because that was from the pool with Eloquent that we did with K Arnold, with your homie.
Oh shit! That was that
My
sample.
dog
That was
Gerald.
that sample.
They
Yeah.
infinitely gonna make fun of you for
That'll-
that shit. I don't
That'll
care.
never get old.
That fucking never ever confused the absolute shit out of me. I was like, wait, what? And then
I
I
was
go
the
and I'm
most
like, I used to
confused.
watch it all the time. Wait, he knows somebody? And then I'm remembering. I'm like, no. He was just saying something and you fucking took it literally.
That's like if I was to say I know, like, Tom from Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. Yo, my homie Tom. And I'm telling I'm like, yo, she know Tom. I'm oh,
He's a cool dude.
yo, cool
Well,
dude, man.
No,
Iconic moment.
it's the language barrier, you know?
Is that what it is?
It
That's
really
your-
was.
That's your story.
I'm sticking to it.
You know how we know you're lying? Your fucking arm is bright. I don't know what's going on. Like fucking God rays on your arm. I don't know what's happening.
I had some of that blue stuff, in the
But
video.
clearly,
Oh yeah.
it's like right where you're at, you look like a locked character, and then when you move over there, you look like the unlocked character. That's what
Show
it
us a
that
dance
looks
now.
ridiculous.
Yeah. I guess.
Wait,
guess
are we
it's
gonna
like-
show the cow video?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
we gotta
it
run that
Run it
back.
Run that shit back
Right
twice.
back.
We gotta run it
He's
back.
like,
What was it?
Why did you just get locked again? Where did my progress go? You just got locked again, Ellen. What happened? I thought I unlocked you.
I'm going back.
Okay, something that pisses me off about that video. Why the fuck are the cows not dancing to the disco music? It makes me upset. I want the horses to be in the background, like neighing to the track and shit, but they're
He shows
not.
up to like be
Yeah,
head like
I feel like we needed more cow content.
I love how
Like-
I invited Eloquent on the show, and I'm like, hey, we're gonna like plug in your, album release.
No,
like,
and
come
we
in.
just keep showing
And
the
we
fucking
keep
cow
showing
video.
the cow video.
Welcome to Rewind.
welcome to this.
Gotta keep the priorities in check.
Yeah, I always say that he's never gonna do anything with us anymore because
Ever.
Yeah.
He's never submitting to this shit ever again. Eloquent's never talking to you ever again. It's fucking over.
No.
But
Yeah.
please, guys, keep making videos.
Yeah, because we have
Well-
fun with it.
I think Eloquent left. I think he's
Oh,
left.
he's so happy though. He's so happy.
That's you know what? Because he is at peace with leaving this fucking show. That's what that is right there.
Like, peace, you guys. No, but before Eloquent reconnects to us, can we talk a little bit about the new sample? It's up and go make stuff because it's really cool. It's like this Australian record. The one, did you get to listen to it? Because you were like, "Hey, I'll listen to it," and then you never
it's
did.
so
Do you
good.
understand how fucking chaotic my life has been recently?
Oh,
He
such
just
a drama
moved.
queen.
No, he moved.
I have not been in this place for fucking no. That's it. I don't
We're
ever
going
do
to
this shit.
bed.
Look at
We're
the
going to
boxes
bed.
behind
You gotta
This
unlock me
fucking
again.
look at this fucking mess of a shelf. This whole living room is a fucking nightmare. I just moved here. Matter of fact,
No, it's
being
like, welcome
here-
to my crib.
yeah, exactly. That's basically what it is. When you had sent me the message for the link to this shit, I had just came back from unpacking the apartment. Like I just pulled in the house and started plugging shit in.
Okay, life's hard.
So
I showed it-
dramatic.
You know
I
what?
showed
This is
I
like
showed it
when
to
people
Eloquent.
are talking about their problems and then you just go, "No, you'll figure it out. You got it."
I'm just gonna move on. Do you want to see the cow video? The one? Do you need to calm down?
You know what? It's the only thing that's gonna relax me. I don't know how else to calm down.
Eloquent's
Though.
like, anyways.
I showed this sample to Eloquent, and he basically told me that I fucked up.
Oh,
Please,
Oh.
please
I did
elaborate because
not say
I'm a
that.
fucking horrible person for not listening to the sample, even though I've been moving for like a week. Go ahead, Eloquent. Please explain to us how terrible it is and shit on it as bad as you want to. Like, do not hold back. I'm listening.
Man, why she gotta lie on me like that?
No, but
No, I said the sample is fine. This it's pretty drum
heavy on drums. Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard that.
and
I cried.
I-
I cried.
Yeah, but
I used this to wipe my tears.
there's nothing wrong with that. I personally like to sample shit that's a little more open, but there's some breaks somewhere in the middle. I remember.
Can I
Wait to get
put
all
you
the
on a?
hate
Can you?
messages
Can I
about
put
this.
you on the spot and be like, "Hey, are you gonna make a video on a beat for the
Please
sample?"
pivot
It's-
from this in the most like, hey, you know
No.
what? My agent just hit me up. I actually got a performance coming up here, and I can't do it. The label has me coming out to Tijuana to shoot something for
Tijuana.
Mars, and I can't think. I'm gonna be on Saturn, and I
The
don't
one
really. I can't
we
do
showed
it.
him. We showed him our cow videos. He's like, he owes us.
Yeah.
He didn't like. Now he's gonna. I'm surprised he's back. He's a good person. I thought he
keeps
was done
coming
forever.
back.
I thought he was fucking out of here. He was.
He's
done.
like, listen, it's not connecting him out.
He enjoys
just
the
not worth it.
abuse that's coming from, the side of the Canada.
It's only because his boy Gerald's holding him down. That's the only reason that he's even been here the amount of time that he has.
I can't let my boy Gerald down.
Can't let Gerald down, huh?
We cannot. No. Mm-mm. Well, thanks
No,
everyone for hanging out, though. But are you saying yes?
I'll give it a try.
He didn't even open his eyes to answer you. Fucking what do you think? He doesn't want to do it. Let that man live. He's got a fucking
I want
project
you
to
to make a
promote.
video to this beat. Okay.
Well, that's
this
what I'm
beat.
saying. No, but that's too much pressure. Like he has to just do the beat,
No, I'll definitely give it a try. Whether I make a video or release
Fuck
it
you,
will
Delon.
be contingent on
After what RTC
it
said.
being good.
We'll see.
That's exactly what my kids will ask me shit all the time. Like I'm just an ATM to them. They're like, yeah, hey, can we blah blah blah? And I'm like, yeah, we'll see. Fucking get out of my face.
I said
Go
that
away.
to my kids the
I'll
other day.
think
They're
about
like,
it.
Yeah,
"You say no
exactly.
all the time." I'm like, "I said we'll see," and they go, "That means no." I'm like, "Well, at least you know."
If
Thanks.
I'm not afraid to just flat out say no, but no, like I'll legitimately give it a chance.
That's good.
I
That's good.
wish we had a
Stefan, are you
fucking
gonna
lie
give it a
detector,
chance?
and not because I think that you're a liar. It has nothing to do with that. I think if we had a lie detector right now, it would be great. It's not even necessarily for you. It's just for certain people here.
Is it for me?
I don't know. It's just for certain people here. I'm not sure who.
Oh,
It's
ooh.
me. No,
Okay,
it's not me.
I've been trying to end the show for like 10 minutes now.
She's like, "All
I'm
right, we're good. Everyone
sweating.
good. All right."
Everyone's good. Well, if you like us and you enjoy this, can you go buy some merch? We need some money. And then yeah, go to Patreon and buy some sample packs because they're really good. I don't know, but I've heard things. And yeah, this was really fun. Thanks, Elaquent, for joining us.
Thank
And
you.
make sure
Yeah,
to check out that album. It drops June 6th, right?
June 6th. Thank you for having me.
Okay, peace.
Thanks. Bye.
I'm gonna do this right.